Good morning, ladies. This is Diane Tuggle from the Happy Scrapbooker, and today we're going to make a really fun birthday card. We're using a stamp set called Long Time No See. So this is the stamp set. It has a llama, it has a dachshund, it has this long section where you can extend the neck or the body, and then it has this section where you can add a scarf to the llama. It has really cute words in it. It says, "Sorry, I'm a little behind. Long time no see. Happy birthday," or "Merry Christmas." And then it has these little jingle bells that you could put around the llama's neck or ears, or same thing with the dachshund. So this set is only $20, and it's a clear stamp set. You can see I've used it a lot, but we're going to make some really cute birthday cards today. So this is the birthday card we're going to make. So when you get it, it's a fun fold card, and it opens up and it says "Long Time No See." So I really like this fun fold for this card. Show you some of the other products that we're going to be using. So the paper we're going to be using is from the 2024-26 in colors 6x6 paper pack, and we're going to be using the one that is called Shy Shamrock. It's a bright green color. It goes good with the bright reds, and I want to show you, before I go any further, another card I made with it. This one just opens up like this. Says "Long Time No See, Happy Birthday." But I think that's cute too, just stamping the little dachshund by himself. I love these colors together, the real red and the Shy Shamrock. So that's what we're using. The embellishments we're using are these shades of green hexagons, and they came from the Totally Turtles, or no, I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, Totally Turtles, I think, paper pack. But there's lots of colors in here, and lots of shades of green and clear, and looks like 2 different sizes, maybe 3. They're awful close. Maybe they're 2 sizes, I think. Anyway, this is a cute embellishment, and here you can see it on the card, and they're nice and flat for mailing. So we'll put that over there. And then the ribbon that I chose for this is one that was in the last chance section, and it is sweet sorbet and white ribbon, and it's a real soft ribbon, and it's narrow. It's like 1/4 of an inch wide, and I like the red and white. Even though it says sorbet, it looks red to me. When you look at it, you see red. So you could use that, or any solid red, or even a red check would be cute on that card. So we're going to be using that. I'm using Memento black ink and real red ink. I'm using a die for the verse right here, "Happy Birthday." And this came from Unbounded Love stamp set and dies. And so this die cuts out in 2 pieces. So when you cut it, you get this little frame, as well as this inside section. So it cuts in 2 pieces. So I cut a red one and a white one, so I can stamp on the red one and frame it. On the white one and frame it with the red one. And you could do the absolute opposite and stamp this in Versamark and use white embossing powder, and it would show up pretty, and then put the white frame around it. So that's what we're using. I also used a scrap of the gold metallic paper, just a little strip of it to kind of offset that side of the card, make it stand out. And I used a die to cut out the long time no see. This die with the stitching around it came from an old Christmas set about maybe 10 years ago, but I always like to keep my label dies, so I like the stitching around this, and it's the perfect size for these words. So look through your stash and see what you have. So I'm going to show you how the card goes together and how to stamp the dachshund and the coloring that I did. So first thing we're going to do is stamp this happy birthday. So happy birthday, move this out the way, is in the real red ink, and it stamps really nicely, especially on this glass mat. I love it. So that is my happy birthday. Let me put him over here for next. So a little trick on how to get this on the card. What I do is turn it over, turn the frame over, and lay them together. Let me move it off of here so you can see it a little better. I'll move it over here. So this is the back side of the frame and the back side of actually it might be the front side of the frame. Yeah, this is the back side of the little label there. So there they are, and you're thinking, I don't want to put glue all the way around that and have to fight with that little tiny delicate frame. So I'm going to show you a little trick. And I'm going to actually use even a different color of paper. So my little trick, I'm just going to cut a strip of paper. This is just a scrap. And I'm going to put some glue on this little strip, and I'm going to put it all the way to that frame, all the way to the edge of that, and then I'm going to cut off the excess. There we go. Now it's all one piece, and if you wanted to, you could go ahead and do it in the other direction also. That one didn't make it quite all the way across, but it'll be good enough to hold it together. So now this is all one piece, and you don't have to worry about putting glue all the way around that little frame. So I've got two of those ready. Put them over here. So we're gonna go ahead and do our dachshund. So I have some scraps of paper under here. Let me take them out so you can see. I don't think I need them. And I have a long piece of white cardstock. This is just the basic white cardstock in the 12 by 12, and I cut a 3 by 12 inch strip, and I took a ruler and lined up where the paper is going to be, and took a ruler and a pencil And I know where I want my dachshund's nose to be approximately, so I made a little tick mark there. And then I took the ruler and put it down here where I want the dachshund's tail to be and made a little tick mark. And then I also eyeballed where I want his feet to land, and I made a light line all the way across there. So that's my little tip, plus I have it taped down. And let's see if we can do this and it come out right. It took a little bit of practice. So you need some Post-it notes. You're gonna ink up your dog. Just worry about inking the front part. We know we want his nose to go right there and his feet, so we're just worrying about that. So I put the Post-it note down on that paper and it will stamp on that instead of the white paper. And that, ooh, I made a mess. I have too much ink on there. But you know what? I know how to clean that up. I'll show you that when I finish. So there is the front part of my dog. And we don't need that anymore. Let me clean him up. He's a little bit of a mess. I had him sitting on the ink pad and I got the block covered with ink. I got the dog covered with ink. Or the stamp set of a dog. There we go. That's better. Okay, now clean this one off too. The stamp that goes across the middle looks like this, and it's not going to make it quite as far as I want it, so we're going to have to do it twice. So it's clear, you can see through it. Try to make sure you are straight. Line up your line. Don't wiggle it like I just did. I hope I didn't mess it up. I did. I messed it up. Don't wiggle it. That's how I did it. I messed it up. I have to do another one, but I'm going to keep going because I want you to see the whole thing. So now Mr. Dog's tail wants to go right there. So we're going to stick this right here. Going to stamp him, and I want my feet right there. I hope I have him straight. I don't think I do. Okay, that one is kind of a mess, but I can fix him. I promise you I can fix him. So what I'm gonna do next time is be a little bit more careful, but right now I'm gonna just kind of reinforce that line, and I'm going to come down with a line here, and now I'm going to decorate my, so I have added extra lines. I put, this is a fine tip, it's called Le Pen. I get them on Amazon. They're pretty reasonable. You get a whole box of them for a little bit of nothing. So we're gonna go ahead and make some more lines here. We're gonna make a plaid sweater for our dachshund. Okay, so now I'm going to make some lines going this way. And I'm gonna make them go the opposite way, and just maybe this one I will go straight. This is gonna be a fancy sweater. This one I will go straight. Straight. And then this one I'm gonna go at an angle. And I'm gonna opposite angle. And straight, well, sort of straight. It's ending up downhill, but it doesn't matter. This one. Okay. Now I'm going to take my eraser and erase my pencil line. And I have a white gel pen. And the white gel pen will take care of any of the little extra. It will totally erase them. So I also think I want to reinforce this line right here's a little fuzzy. There we go. All right, we're gonna go ahead and color him. So I'm going to be using Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend markers, and I like them because there are 3 shades in one marker, and that makes it really simple when you're coloring. So this is the light, and the light I'm just putting on the front of his face and around his little eyebrow. Dachshunds have that kind of mark on them. And then the medium, go around that. And oh, I forgot a little line on his sweater. He's got plaid right here too. Okay. Down by his foot. And I'm going to do the medium on his little foot and on the rest of the dog. And then the dark shade, and this is Earth Brown Blend, by the way. So the darker shade will go around his give him some shading on his little paws and on the back of his little butt, his tail. There we go. Okay, a little bit right there. So that was easily done. Now we're gonna take, this is Jade Green Blend, and I'm gonna use the medium shade. And I'm just gonna color in where the sweater is. So this is fun. I like the coloring part. that's what it's all about, having fun. So I'm leaving one of the stripes white. And now I'm going to use the red. This is dark red blend, and I am going to use the medium color. And I'm going to color his sweater collar. This is so cute. Of course, it's a birthday card, so you wouldn't have to use the red and green, but I like this shade of red and green. It doesn't scream Christmas or anything. And it goes really well with the shy shamrock paper that we used. But there's new Christmas papers coming out if you wanted to make it Christmassy and make it a Christmas card. Or you could use totally different colors. Like there's a real pretty bright yellow and green would be pretty together, or yellow and red, blue and red. So look at your paper packs and see what you have. There we go. Now let me do one more pass with this white gel pen. Get rid of those little marks. Okay. Actually, his tail, I kind of went over the edge, but we're going to kind of cover that with the label. And I'm just going to make it a little thicker line. Okay, that's all the coloring. Now we're going to pull him up and move him to the side, and we'll cut him in just a few minutes. Right now we're going to make our card base. So the card base is 4 1/4 by 11. This is thick white cardstock, and it's scored at 5 1/2, and then scored again at 2 3/4. And make sure you take your, especially with the thick cardstock, make sure you take your bone folder and reinforce your folds. So you can actually kind of maybe go in both directions, and it will definitely reinforce those folds. And this is a Z fold. Actually, it's going to go this way, but you want it when it goes in the mail to not lay nice and flat. So that's what we're going to do there. And I've already cut the designer series paper, and again that was 2024 through 2026 in color designer series paper. There's lots of pretty colors in here, pinks, 2 shades of green, yellow, actually, there's two shades. There's a purpley color, so lots of colors in there. So this is my designer series paper, and I have cut it 4-inch strip, and it takes 2 strips of the 6-inch, 2 pieces of the 6-inch. So I want it to go all the way to this edge here. So this is 4 inches this way by 5 1/4 right here, and we're going to go ahead and put that down. I'm just going to use my tape runner. That way, we're going to put it all the way to the edge, but not on the fold, right up to the line, and put it right like that. Now this one, I don't want there to be a space in between, so make sure this is the right one. Maybe it's not. I cut it the same width, yeah, that's it, of the cardstock, so it's 2 3/4 this way by 4 tall. And I'm gonna just take a smidge off of that because I think it's gonna hit. So I'm putting it right in the cutting channel, and I'm literally taking teeny tiny little bit off. Okay, I think that's gonna fit better, yeah. Okay, we'll go ahead and, that's the other design. It's like a floral design on the other side of the paper. I like the stripes for this project anyway. So we'll line that up. And this one I want a little bit more right here to match like that end. So this one is 4 inches tall by 2 1/2 wide, and we're gonna put that down. So here we go. I'm not on the fold line, but right up to it. Now that's continuous, and that white line almost looks like a white line in the paper. The white line on folds. And now make sure that your card folds nicely. Bone folder. I'm just gonna go over it one more time. And I'm gonna go this way too. And that way too. So I've gone both directions, so it'll be easy to fold. Okay, now we're gonna put our wiener dog in there, and we want to, I'm gonna use washi tape to kind of hold it in place, and I am going to decide how long these are. So this is going to be 4 3/4. All right, we'll start with that. 4 3/4. Don't need the washi tape anymore. Gonna put it in my paper trimmer and cut it. Oh, I hate to cut up my dog, but there he goes. 4 3/4. And we want him to be like that. Is that right? Yep, that's good. 4 3/4. So we're gonna go ahead, and I'm just gonna glue this one down before I lose it or get something on it. Center it up to the edge of that paper. This is so cute. It's gonna be so stinking cute. Okay, let's cut up the other one. So this section right here is 2 3/4. back it up one tiny hair from 2 3/4. So we'll put him down right here. Oh, he's so cute. Kind of line them up. Okay, 2 3/4, and then the little hot dog part, we don't want it too long, so that's 1 1/2. We could actually go back. That's 1 1/2. Let's go 1 3/4. We can always trim it off if we want to. So 1 3/4. It'll be right here. That way we won't cut off his tail. We've got a nice scrap left. Okay. Look how cute he lines up. This thing just makes me happy. I don't know why, but it just makes me happy. I love animals anyway. Currently I have 2 dogs, 1 cat, and 1 bird, and I've had the bird 25 years. His name is Elvis. He's a cockatiel, and he talks and talks and screams and yells, but I love him. And then I have a little Shih Tzu that's 10 years old named Sadie. I have a little Chihuahua that's 15 named Taco Bella. And I have a cat, and she's about 12, and her name is Pepper. So I like animals. They make me happy. I love little wiener dogs too. Okay, we got him all together. Now we're going to put this right here on the end. Kind of jazz up his, well, let's see, we need his happy birthday too. Where's that? Where did my happy birthday go? Happy birthday, where are you? There they are, right in front of me. So the happy birthday is going on in like an angle, and I hate that it covers up his tail. I could put it down lower, but he looks like his tail's missing if I do that, so I guess I'll go with that. I'm definitely putting this gold here. Okay, I'm gonna go right up to the edge. There we go. Okay, and now we're gonna glue down happy birthday. And I'm just gonna glue it flat. I'm gonna put it at an angle, and then I have a little bow that I've already made. Pull it a little tighter, and I want to stick it like it's tied on his tail. I'm gonna stick it up a little higher in here. And when I glue a bow down, I use glue dots and wet glue. So I use the glue dots for temporary hold. Well, not temporary, immediate hold is what I'm trying to say. And then I use a little tiny few dots of wet glue just to make sure that thing is going to stay. So we're just going to put a little wet glue on there, and we're sticking it up onto the little label, putting it like that. Now we need our long time no see. So I already stamped those on the little labels, and I'm gonna put them like that, but I wanted to see, I have these two red things left from cutting out that. I wanted to see if this looked better with some color behind it. No, definitely not. Gold. We could put some gold coming out the end. So, like, we could banner it. And put a little gold where it looks like it's coming out the end of it. Yeah, I like that. Long time. And we'll put this one on this end. So you see what I'm doing? I'm just cutting little points and just snipping off a piece, and I'm just gluing it onto like that. Oh, I like that. Yep. I think we'll leave long time by itself. Yeah, that jazzed it up a little bit more. So long time goes up here because it's too short to really put banners. But the no C can go right under here. We'll line up our little points on the edge of the white. And now we're gonna put some of these little guys on. So I'm definitely putting, okay, stay. These are self-adhesive, but it helps to push them into the adhesive. So we're gonna put, I'm gonna put one down here, and then I'm gonna go with a littler one and put it up here. Then I think I'm gonna get another little one, and I'm gonna stick it right there, and a lighter little one. There's a lighter shade, put it up there, and maybe another lighter shade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bigger one. There we go. I've got 5 on there this time. Let's add some more to this one. There. So now we have long time, no C. So there's your card. And when it comes in the mail, it looks like a little dachshund. And when we open it up, it's a long time no C, a long dachshund. I just think he's so cute. So you got plenty of room to write a little note right here or right here. If you had maybe a birthday stamp set that has presents in it, it'd be cute maybe to add a couple little packages in the corner here. But I like him just the way he is. He's cute, he's fun. So he stands up like that, closes up like that, and then let me show you the other one that I made. Now this one is with Summer Splash color, which is more of a blue green, and then I put some red little strips of cardstock, and this is raised up right here, and I used different, and then I used Oh Happy Day and Long Time No See. So lots of ways you could make this card and make a cute Christmas card. Oh, speaking of Christmas cards, I did do one in the llamas. So the stamp set has llamas and the dachshund. And with the llamas, I'll show it to you real quick. It's easy. It's just a simple I think they call this a barn door fold. So you just cut off this top section. And I've got my llama with his little jingle bells. And it says, friends and family are the true gift of Christmas. That came from a Christmas set that's just coming out in September. And then the Merry Christmas is in with the llamas. And I colored the llamas 2 different colors, added the long neck piece, which is this piece. And the little jingle bells, I did kind of have to fussy cut them. And that wasn't very much fun, but I did it. And I don't even have any embellishments on here except for this one piece of white ribbon. And I think that's enough. So that's a simple Christmas card. And I've got a couple more ideas of Christmas cards with this that I'll be doing a video of real soon. So thank you for watching, ladies. Be sure to check out the links in the description box that lead you to my Facebook page called the Happy Scrapbooker. And I'm going to be having a couple of contests coming up here this fall, so stay tuned for that. I'm working on the rules and stuff. I want to make it easy but fun and different, so you could win a really cool prize. So thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye now.